is wrapped in red event.
And the snowflakes.
The rug is wrapped in red event. The wrapped in red event.
Unwrap our biggest Black Friday deals today. Get Samsung Galaxy S22 with nightography for nighttime photos as clear as day for as low as $0 a month for 24 months with an eligible trade-in, financing, and upfront edge on select plans. Visit a Rogers store for details.
City News Time 8:26.
Now the business report with Mike Ethel. What's happening, Mike?
A debate that is currently underway between European Union nations indicates, to some extent, irreconcilable differences in opinion on what to do about the energy crisis that has gripped the EU this summer and going into the winter months, all tied back to the war in Ukraine. European Union nations are holding an emergency meeting of energy ministers for a second day, and basically showing that the 27-nation bloc is split into various camps. Energy ministers are trying to break a deadlock between nations that are demanding cheaper gas to ease household bills. That includes Greece, Spain, Belgium, and France, and those like Germany and the Netherlands who are insisting a price cap could cut supplies. The root of this, they're trying to figure out if they can put a cap on the price that Russia is being paid for energy exports, specifically between $60 to $70 a barrel. That might not pass either. The price for oil was down a little bit yesterday on some of this debate. This morning, oil is sliding a little further by 34 cents at $77.60 per barrel U.S. The spotlight on that today is more or less the reason because of the U.S. Thanksgiving. There's nothing going on in the States today other than getting ready for a big Thanksgiving Day dinner later today and or watching, 3 football games today? The Dow futures contract, for what it's worth, is up 30 points. We went into the holiday break on Wall Street with a pretty good upswing here for the markets. The Dow Jones gained 95 points. The NASDAQ added 1%. The TSX up 62 points Wednesday. Could see gold stocks help the Bay Street benchmark again today. Gold is up $12 in the early going at $17.72 an ounce. Our dollar right now at 74.92. It's steady. The exchange $1.33.5. Bitcoin this morning is going for 16,500. A year ago, it was up around 60 grand. At the City News Business Center, I'm Mike Ethel.
Black Friday is on now at Mark's. From November 24th to 30th, save up to 70% off in-store and online. Great savings with new offers on hikers, fleece jackets, and more. Visit Mark's in-store or at marks.com to shop and save. The best deals on Black Friday. The best deals are on Cyber Monday. Friday on the first when it comes to saving. Monday for the winter months, you've been crazy. Feels so good in day like freeway. Real cool message, could you make it less appealing? Lost with the beat, you can get that too. Once you call us, what's triggering you? Whichever day you're shopping on, you'll save a bunch at Amazon. On Black Friday, Cyber Monday too.
At WestJet, we're excited about our Black Friday sale, and you will be too, for everything. The flight, the fun, the savings, the sun, the forgetting your swimsuit. Okay, not that last one. Book your getaway today at westjet.com or call your travel agent.
Now, City News regional weather conditions for Coy Brothers.
Get great deals on items in store and online this Black Friday.
Like Toro snowblowers.
Find Toro and more during Black Friday at Coy Brothers.
KOOYBROS.com. Fog advisory continues for a large portion of southern Ontario, including the GTA right now, +1 cloudy and fog. City News Time 8:30.
Toronto's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 680. Everywhere.
It's Thursday, November 24th. Good morning. I'm Catherine Jeté.
I'm Paul Cook. Here's what's making news right now.
Heavy fog is making it hard to see on the roads, and this thick blanket won't burn off till midday.
Just 2 days of testimony left at the inquiry probing the federal government's decision to invoke the Emergencies Act. First up today is the Deputy Prime Minister.
A 12-day voting period begins today for CUPE-represented education workers to ratify what union leaders have described as a disappointing tentative agreement with the province. It's It's an Argo party in Maple Leaf Square.
The Argos, it's nice to see the support of Toronto.
A Grey Cup Championship rally is being held to celebrate their weekend win over Winnipeg.
It's another packed morning in Qatar. 4 games of the World Cup on the latest, plus the Leafs won in Jersey Sports at 45.
Small business struggles. The Canadian Federation of Independent Business says small business operators are less confident going into the retail shopping extravaganza of Black Friday. Business at 56.
Time for traffic and weather together on the one for Don Valley North Toyota in the traffic cruiser. Here's Kyle Hawking.
Well, Catherine, it's like a Stephen King movie out here with all this fog. You know the one I mean. Although the scariest thing you'll find in this fog is, traffic delays for the most part. We have a couple of new issues on the westbound 401. It's busy Brock Street to Salem, then west of Nielsen Express, collision in the right lane. We've got delays from Nielsen to Avenue, alternately Express and Collectors, and 400 Express and Collectors to Dixon. There's a minor delay through Mavis and the Collectors. We have the left lane blocked for long-term maintenance in this area. Also busy approaching James Snow Express, and maybe a new issue west of Guelph Line. Looks like a delay is starting to build from Guelph Line to west of it. Eastbound just volume on the 401, east of Trafalgar Express to Mississauga Road, east of Dixie Collectors to the 427 ramps, 427 to east of Keel Collectors to east of the Allen Express, and Leslie Express and Collectors to about the DVP and 404 ramps. From the 680 Traffic Center, Jordan Kerr.
Southbound on the 400, that issue at Teston is cleared away finally, and it's backed up from approaching King Road down to Teston, so very heavy through there. Southbound 404 delays through Mulock, and then from Stouffville Road to south of 16th Avenue, from Finch onto the Don Valley Parkway to south of Don Mills, and busy from south of Lord to the Richmond ramp. Northbound DVP delays approaching Eglinton towards York Mills, and southbound on the 410, you're going to find delays approaching Sandalwood down to Queen. Southbound on the 427, slow south of the 407 to south of Derry, then again through the 401, and on the southbound 427 ramp to Burnensthorpe, the traffic lights were stuck on red. We notified the MTO about that, so we're going to look into that, hopefully get it fixed soon. Don Valley North Toyota is a state-of-the-art automotive experience. Visit the showroom or online anytime at DonValleyNorthToyota.com, a division of Lane's Auto Group. Next report at 8:41 with the forecast. Jill Taylor.
Well, the fog will dissipate late morning. We're in for a mild day, and we will get into that clearing. Right now, fog 1 degree at Pearson, 2 at City News. Our guaranteed high +10.
City News time 8:33.
Happening now, dense fog blanketing much of the GTA, making for a slower morning commute.
And advisories in effect. Our Carl Hansky joins us live when the drivers are facing Carl.
That fog's getting better every half hour, but there's still this thick fog covering most of the GTA. And commuters arriving downtown tell me the worst areas look to be to the west, like Brampton and Georgetown.
I had the 4-ways on. A lot of cars had 4-ways on, so it helped to see them in advance. That's the only way you can see them in some cases. Yes, absolutely. It's pretty thick.
And areas to the north.
It's terrible this morning. Terrible. I couldn't see anything. I had to pull over twice on Highway 50 on the side. Yeah, because there's a lot of open fields where I come from, right? So the fog is really, really dense.
Travel remains hazardous in some areas due to reduced visibility in spots. The fog will dissipate, but it will take hours, likely not until midday. There are some delays at Pearson Airport, especially to arrivals, incoming flights. So all passengers advised to check their flight status. Reporting live out on Weather Watch, Carl Hansky, City News.
City News time 8:34. Maple Leaf Square will be a busy place later this morning as the city celebrates its football champions. A rally in honor of the Grey Cup winning Argonauts is set for the lunch hour. Our Kevin Meisner is downtown and joins us live with a preview. Kevin.
Yeah, Catherine, a stage is already set up here in Maple Leaf Square ahead of today's Grey Cup Championship rally for the Argos. The big screen from time to time showing a big blue and white banner that says the Argos Grey Cup Championship rally being held here. A couple of double blue Argo banners on site as well. Now, the fans are invited to come down at 11 o'clock this morning to cheer on their team and watch them hoist the Grey Cup in person. This fan has to work, but may have to disappear just in time for the party.
I think we might have to have a little bit of an early lunch break once the festivities start. I think, we should be able to sneak in a little bit of a break to check in the festivities for sure.
This is the Argos' 18th Grey Cup victory, the most of any CFL team, and the Grey Cup game was an exciting thriller of a win by 1 point over Winnipeg with those crazy blocked kicks and turnovers. Keep in mind that traffic restrictions are going to be in effect during the rally, including the intersection here of York and Bremner. Inside Maple Leaf Square, Kevin Meisner, City News.
City News Time 8:35. An eventful late night for the Maple Leafs, who beat the Red Hot Devils in New Jersey, and as we hear from our Simon Bennett, dodged flying beer cans in the process.
The Devils entered last night on a 13-game winning streak, but Toronto had the lead pretty much wire to wire. A big reason, Jersey had goals called back not once, not twice, but 3 times on review. Here's the third. Now this was possibly picked. Once again, we'll have to wait and see on the after minute review, the puck was kicked into the net. The Leafs left the bench for a while as they had to avoid flying beer cans. Devils fans not amused. Head coach Sheldon King can't cover.
That's really all you can do.
After all that, the Leafs won 2-1, ending Jersey's streak. Next up tomorrow afternoon in Minnesota. Simon Bennett, City News.
City News Time 8:36. Just 2 days of testimony left at the inquiry probing the federal government's decision to invoke the Emergencies Act. Our Laura Carney reports. It's expected to be another big day of the inquiry into the federal government's use of the Emergencies Act to clear the convoy protest with more high-profile testimony. Our Parliament Hill reporter Cormac McSweeney says first up will be Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland,
who will be able to give 2 perspectives given her dual role around the cabinet table. As Finance Minister, Freeland will be able to discuss the economic impact of the protests and the economic measures in the Emergencies Act, such as the freezing of bank accounts.
3 of the most senior staffers in the Prime Minister's office will also testify today, including Justin Trudeau's Chief of Staff, and they'll likely face questions about the deliberations that went into invoking the Emergencies Act. All this leading up to the final day of testimony tomorrow, when the Prime Minister, who bears the ultimate responsibility for invoking the Act, will take the witness stand. Laura Carney, City News.
City News Time 8:37. Education assistants, early childhood educators, custodians, and other school staff will begin deciding whether to ratify a new agreement with the province today. Our Alex Bloomfield reports.
The voting period will last until December 5th, 12 days for the 55,000 education workers represented by CUPE's Ontario School Boards Council of Unions to decide whether the tentative agreement is good enough. Union leadership recommending a yes vote, but have also openly admitted the agreement falls short in several areas, particularly staffing levels. The 4-year deal includes salary increases of close to 3.5% every year, 3 times less than the original ask from union negotiators. If members vote no, another province-wide strike would once again be a threat. Alex Bloomfield, City News.
City News Time 8:38. Police are on the hunt for a shooter after gunfire erupted in North York. Officers began their investigation after a man walked to a hospital just after 8:30 last night with a gunshot wound. Investigators later located bullet casings near Weston and Finch. They say the victim had serious injuries but is expected to survive. A suspect description has not been released. Anyone with information is asked to contact investigators.
City News Time 8:39.
License number 10530. Do you have a high interest rate, first or second mortgage with a trust company, private lender, credit union, or bank? Call Anton. Do you want to refinance your home to pay down high interest rate debts? Call Anton. Are you self-employed or having credit challenges? Call Anton. Anton Dermaseelan, mortgage agent with Mortgage Alliance, can assist you. Call 647-40-ANTON. He's available until midnight every day, including weekends and holidays. That's 647-40-ANTON. Or visit AntonMortgage.com.
Do you feel like your debt is out of control? You make payments month after month, yet your debt grows larger and larger. I'm Mike Chande, a licensed insolvency trustee. I can help you break the chains of debt and be debt-free. Book a free consultation at chande.ca. Chande, C-H-A-N-D-E.
Still to come on City News 680, westbound 401 west of Nielsen in the Express. The right lane is blocked with a collision. We'll have traffic and weather together.
City News Time 8:40.
In life, there are those who do and those who do more. Just like F-150. Doing more is part of our DNA. It's why F-Series has been Canada's best-selling line of trucks for 56 years. We don't raise the bar. We are the bar. Right now, get 1.49% APR purchase financing for 72 months on select new 2022 F-150 models. Your Toronto area Ford stores have them available now, but they won't last. Get your 2022 F-150 today. Visit your nearby Ford store or Ford.ca for details.
Are you a basket case over your holiday gifting? Let the team at Peter and Paul's Gifts help you find something for everyone on your list. With their new holiday collection available online or a custom creation made just for you. Be sure to brighten their day with a delightful and thoughtful gift. A seasonal tradition for 40 years, Peter and Paul's Gifts ships across Canada and can provide custom laser engraving too. Visit the showroom at 6260 Highway 7 in Vaughan or view their new collection at peterandpaulsgifts.com.
City News Time 841.
Time for traffic and weather together on the ones for Shoppers Drug Mart. And in the traffic cruiser, here's Kyle Hawking.
Well, we've got a couple problems on the westbound 401 as you navigate through that dense fog out there. Just make sure you have your headlights on. We have delays first from Brock Street to Salem, then westbound 401 west of Nielsen Express. Collision in the right lane. It's near the start of delays from Nielsen Express and Markham Road Collectors all the way to Avenue. And then from the 400 Express and Collectors to Dixon, minor delay through Mavis and the Collectors. It's also busy approaching James Snow in the Express. And west of Guelph Line may have an issue here as it's backing up from Guelph Line to west of it. It's also a minor delay on the East 401 as you approach Guelph Line opposite that problem. Then we have delays east of Trafalgar Express to east of Mississauga Road, east of Dixie Collectors to the 427 ramps, 427 to east of Keele Collectors to east of the Allen Express, and from Leslie Express and Collectors towards the DVP ramps. From the 680 Traffic Center, Jordan Kerr.
Southbound on the 404 is backed up approaching Mulock to south of it, then from Stouffville Road down to 16th Avenue, from Finch onto the Don Valley Parkway to south of Don Mills, and then busy approaching the Richmond ramp. Westbound on the Gardner, delays from just west of Jameson off and on to Royal York, and then again approaching the 427 ramp. Westbound QEW is slow, approaching Dixie to Mississauga Road, Ford Drive to Trafalgar, and Walker's Line to the 403 in Burlington. Westbound 403 delays approaching Winston Churchill to the QEW as you join into those westbound delays. On the Toronto-bound QEW, it's slow Nikola Tesla to Fairview, from Appleby to 3rd Line, approaching Mississauga Road to east of Dixie, and eastbound Gardner backed up into downtown from east of the 427 all the way through to Jarvis, and northbound DVP is filled in north of Don Mills up to York Mills. We have a closure north of the city on Dufferin. Dufferin is closed both ways from King Road to Davis Drive, all because of a collision investigation. Looking for great gift ideas at Shoppers Drug Mart? You'll find gifts for them and get points for you. Shop in-store or at shoppersdrugmart.ca/holiday. The next report at 8:51 with the forecast, Jill Taylor.
We're seeing some improvement with the visibility from especially earlier this morning, and this fog will dissipate as we work through what's left of our morning. We'll get into a bit of clearing, and then the clouds will build again for this evening. A mild day, the guaranteed high 10 degrees, 5 for the low. Tomorrow, windy with some showers and the high about 8. Right now, fog, and 1 at Pearson, 2 with fog at City News. Our guaranteed high today, 10.
City News Time 843.
Now the Dynamic Funds Market Minute.
Over to Mike Eppel at the Business Center. How's it going there, Mike?
Steady right now, Paul. No surprise. Consider Wall Street shut down for American Thanksgiving and will reopen for just a half day tomorrow of trading. The TSX is coming in after a nice Wednesday performance, up 62 points. We'll see if the uptrend continues. The gold stocks could be moving to the upside here with the precious metals up $11 this morning at $17.71. Oil is sliding a bit by 53 cents, $77.40. Our dollar holding just shy of 75 cents U.S. This is City News 680.
How can you minimize inflation risk? Step 1. Talk to a financial advisor. See why advice matters. Now more than ever. Visit dynamic.ca/advice to learn more.
PC Optimum hacks are some of my favorite messages. Here's another great one.
Hey PC, I love the biggest bonus redemption event of the year. It's my favorite way to save for Black Friday. I got $200 off today at Shoppers Drug Mart when I redeemed 130,000 points. That's an extra $70.
We love it too. From hand cream and nail polish to piling up the PC Optimum points. That's how we make things better. PC Optimum points can be redeemed in store and online.
The biggest bonus redemption event of the year runs November 25th to 30th. Exclusive to Shoppers Drug Mart. Restrictions apply. Details in store.
Steve, given these most extraordinary times, what can we do for our great customers?
One of our local factories created an exclusive program with us that we're calling Sofa Express.
Sofas, sofa beds, sectionals in 13 contemporary styles and 35 beautiful fabrics, and now in your home in 2 to 4 weeks.
That is extraordinary.
And for a limited time, extra Black Friday savings. Come visit us today.
Watch, listen, connect. This is City News 680. Everywhere.
It's foggy, 2 degrees in downtown Toronto. Good morning. I'm Catherine Jeté.
I'm Paul Cook. Here are the top stories this Thursday morning.
The
potentially dangerous driving conditions in parts of the GTA right now because of heavy fog and advisories in effect warning of near zero visibility in spots. It's the second last day of testimony at the inquiry into the federal government's use of the Emergencies Act to clear the convoy protests, and Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland is first up on the witness list, and voting to ratify the tentative agreements that averted a strike by education workers begins today.
Time now for sports.
From Sportsnet 590 The Fan, here's Simon Bennett.
Stats out of the World Cup and of the 4 games today happening now. It's a close call for Uruguay and South Korea, but it remains 0-0. They're just wrapped up the first half as we speak. Now that's half of Group H, which is expected to be dominated by Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal. They face Ghana later at 11 o'clock. There are very high expectations for Brazil. They open their group stage against Serbia this afternoon. Already one final. Real Embolo, the only goal. Switzerland beat Cameroon 1-0. If you're heading downtown to watch the Portugal game, watch out for Double Blue. The Argos at their championship rally at Maple Leaf Square. They're saying fans should aim to get there for 11 a.m. The Leafs win the Jersey and ended the Devils' 13-game winning streak last night. The Devils had 3 goals called back on review, the last of which started a beer can shower from the fans in Newark with a 2-1 final. They're in Minnesota tomorrow afternoon. The list of players out for the Raptors is growing. Scotty Barnes missed last night's game with a knee injury. Fred VanVleet out with illness. They fell to the Nets 112-98, led by 29 from Kyrie Irving. Next up for the Raptors, they're home against Dallas Saturday. Is your traditional U.S. Thanksgiving triple header in the NFL. The Bills in Detroit at 12:30. The Giants at Dallas at 4:30. Then at 8:20, it's the Vikings against New England. And also coming up this morning, Canada, led by Felix Auger-Aliassime and Denis Shapovalov, take on Germany in the Davis Cup quarters. That's at 10 a.m. on Sportsnet 1. Sportsnet 15 and 45 best every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca.
City News Time, 8:47.
Hi, it's Fido. Are you ready for Black Friday deals? Because we got some incredible offers on select phones and plans, so you can score your favorite at their most affordable. Select plans even include data overage protection, so you can be data confident. Wait, is that true?
Yeah, but where are you going?
I'm going to Fido to get a Black Friday deal.
Can you finish the ad first?
Go to Fido.ca or a Fido store now. Fido, at your side.
So I was just at Shoppers Drug Mart, and they have like hundreds of gifts. I got an electric toothbrush, new fragrances, toys, and I got PC Optimum points. My holiday shopping is done. You should totally check it out.
Add the rhythm to your morning with the McDonald's Egg BLT McMuffin or the Chicken BLT McMuffin. Available until 11 a.m. for a limited time. With the BLT McMuffin sandwiches, it's easy to start your day off right at participating McDonald's restaurants in Canada.
City News Time, 8:48. We are now just 11 minutes away from an American holiday season tradition, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. CNN's Bryn Gingras is in Manhattan and tells us security efforts are ramped up.
There are going to be officers and detectives and the NYPD and counterterrorism and JCDF and the FBI all working behind the scenes to make sure that this parade is safe. We're told actually that there are more cameras that are installed along this parade route this year. It really also in response to what they have been seeing all across the country. We had a threat, that was thwarted just last weekend, so they're very vigilant. Of course, doing all they can to keep this parade safe, and it certainly will be. It's going to be an exciting event.
And of course, this time of year, many Canadians head stateside for Black Friday sales. The Canada Border Services Agency is out with some reminders. The CBSA is advising people to plan ahead, check border wait times, and not to travel during peak hours. Coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have traffic and weather together. City News Time, 8:50.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Simon Bennett once again. Kick off an exciting football season with BetMGM, an official sportsbook partner of the National Football League in Canada. From epic runs to dazzling catches, the king of sportsbooks gives you the chance to take those highlight NFL plays to a whole new level. And as an official sportsbook partner of the NFL in Canada, BetMGM is the ultimate destination to enjoy your football fandom on every game day, including today. It's American Thanksgiving, 3 games, including Buffalo in Detroit again, except they're actually playing Detroit this time. Okay, never mind. BetMGM offers you plenty of seamless ways to jump right into the action. Ready to take your shot at gridiron glory? Get off the bench and into the huddle with the king of sportsbooks all season long. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 19 years of age or older. Ontario only. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? home. For free assistance, call the Conics Ontario helpline at 1-866-531-2600. BetMGM operates pursuant to an operating agreement with iGaming Ontario.
City News Time 8:51.
Time for traffic and weather together on the ones for Sleep Country in the traffic cruiser. Here's Kyle Hawking.
Now we've got a pair of issues on the westbound 401. Delays first in Durham region, Brock Street to Salem, and then west of Nielsen in the Express, the right lane blocked with a collision involving a transport. It's slow from Nielsen Express, Markham Road Collectors to About Avenue. Also volume 400 Express and Collectors to Dixon. Minor delay through Mavis and the Collectors, and a crash apparently west of Wealth Line. Unsure of which lane is blocked, so if you're in the area, give us an update at star 680. But it is getting heavier here, approaching Wealth Line to west of it toward that problem. On the eastbound 401, volume Trafalgar in the Express to east of Mississauga Road, east of Dixie Collectors to the 427 ramps, 427 to east of Peel Collectors to east of the Allen Express, and looks busy from Leslie and the Collectors to the DVP ramp. From the 680 Traffic Center, Jordan Kerr.
We're looking for an issue on the eastbound 403 that's approaching Dundas. We have at least one lane blocked off with a collision. It's jammed up from the QEW. Traffic's getting by very slowly. We just can't see it through the fog on the cameras right now. It's still very thick in places, so drive carefully and according to those conditions. So watch out for that. On the Toronto-bound eastbound QEW, it's slow over the Burlington Skyway to Fairview, from east to Guelph Line to 3rd Line, and then approaching Mississauga Road to east of Dixie, and eastbound Gardner backed up from east of the 427 through to Jarvis. On the northbound 427, it's slow from Burnenthorpe, north of Rathburn in the Express to the 401, and delays through Burnenthorpe in the Collectors. On the southbound 400, still heavy approaching King Road all the way down to Rutherford, then from Shepherd to the 401 ramps. And we have north and southbound Dufferin closed off between King Road and Davis Drive. That's all because of a crash. McCowan was closed north of Lawrence because of a crash, but has reopened. And westbound Lawrence approaching the DVP, we have a lane blocked with a crash. It's jammed up from Victoria Park. Sleep like the holidays are over, with up to $650 towards a Casper mattress. Shop this site-wide sale now at casper.ca or your local Sleep Country. Exclusions apply. And next report 9:01 with the forecast, Jill Taylor.
Well, the fog advisory continues for Toronto and the GTA. It has ended, though, for parts of eastern Ontario, and we'll get into some clearing, especially as we work through the afternoon before the clouds return. But we won't have to deal with fog tomorrow morning because we'll have a very strong wind and some showers Friday morning. Mild day today, the guaranteed high 10, 5 for the low, 5 is the average high, 8 degrees tomorrow, and then for the weekend, sunshine Saturday, warm high 11 degrees, and then windy and wet with cooler temperatures Sunday. Right now, we've got fog, 1 at Pearson, 2 with fog at City News, our guaranteed high 10.
This extended forecast is brought to you by Dynamic Funds. Concerned about the risk of inflation? A financial advisor can help. See why advice matters, now more than ever. Visit dynamic.ca/advice to learn more.
Coming up at 9 o'clock, a tricky morning drive in the GTA. Dense fog is reducing visibility to near zero in some spots. Also, why it's expected to be a significant day at the Emergencies Act inquiry.
City News Time 8:54.
Right now at tsd.ca, shop Black Friday and Cyber Monday offers. Get up to 70% off your favorite items during our biggest sale of the year. And enjoy flexible, interest-free easy pay payments on amazing products. Shop now and save on the brands you love, like Dyson, Apple, KitchenAid, Breville, and more. With Black Friday and Cyber Monday offers at tsd.ca. Today's shopping choice.
This is City News 680 at the movies. A new dark comedy takes a look at the world of celebrity chefs. It's now out in theaters.
A sinister chef prepares an unforgettable meal for a know-it-all clientele in The Menu.
You, my dear guests, are not the common man. Isn't that right?
Anya Taylor-Joy portrays a character not on the guest list.
I've played a lot of characters that had more of a growth throughout the course of the film, and something that really intrigues me about Margot was she's so comfortable in her own skin.
Audiences may find sequences of the ensemble film resemble a stage play more than a movie.
Exactly. It was like a play. And that's why you needed this caliber of actors like Amy, Judith Lively, Bernie, Ray Fiennes, actors who've done theater, no theater, who know how to maintain a character.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Davidilla.
City News Time 8:55.
Are you over 18? You may be eligible to receive your COVID-19 bivalent booster at Shoppers Drug Mart. Book today at shoppersdrugmart.ca. Subject to vaccine availability. Ontario only. Limitations apply.
Make sure you're ready for your winter driving adventure with VF Goodrich Tires. From October 3rd to December 19th, buy 4 VF Goodrich Tires and get up to $100 in mail-in rebates. From tires to tune-ups, we won't be undersold. There's no better place to buy your VF Goodrich Tires than... Certain conditions apply. See store for details.
Surprise your family with the PC Braising Short Ribs. And surprise yourself with the 6,000 PC Optimum points you can earn. Hurry, load this offer on the PC Optimum app and shop by November 27th.
City News Time 856.
And now the business report with Mike Epple. So Mike, video games are still really selling these days.
Yeah, did you get caught up in the whole Pokemon thing a couple of years back?
Well, my kids are big fans, so...
Well, the numbers from Nintendo kind of bear that out, Catherine. The theory was that, during the peak of the COVID lockdown restrictions, everybody was playing video games, and that trend would eventually kind of fizzle out as we went outside again. Well, Nintendo has its latest Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet, which are basically identical except for, according to the notes here, characters and collectibles in each version. Well, on the Switch console, Nintendo has set a sales record, 10 million sales globally for those two video games in the first 3 days on the market. Pretty much sold out in Japan, the home market, and then went worldwide. So yeah, we expect to do some very big business for the holiday sales season. One sector that is continuing to struggle and is really worried about the state of affairs in the economy right now is Canadian small business. Canadian Federation of Independent Business out with its latest business barometer this morning, tracking its member companies in the small and medium category. And the headline here is small business confidence is at one of its lowest levels ever heading into the holiday sales season. So it really points to the fact that we have to support small businesses because they're worried about all sorts of things, specifically inflation, the high cost of doing business, and a lack of staffing. We've heard lots of reports about very short-staffed scenarios for retailers in what's going to be a very busy weekend coming up, so pack your patience and give staffers a break. And ongoing interest rate hikes, all of this weighing on small business confidence, according to the CFIB. Markets are looking a little bit more confident coming into the Thursday trade, although it is a holiday on Wall Street today for U.S. Thanksgiving. The spotlights there will be on Thanksgiving turkey, NFL football, and retail sales coming up tomorrow. TSX on a multi-day win streak, coming off a gain of 62 points. The dollar right now just shy of 75 cents U.S. at the City News Business Center. I'm Mike Epple.
Hi, it's Steve Creighton with Diamond Self-Storage. Did you know that Diamond sells thousands of products to help you organize and declutter your home? Introducing the Diamond Store. That's D-Y-M-O-N. Where for a limited time, we're offering savings of up to 50%. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, or garage, check out the Diamond Store in Brampton, Oshawa, and in Etobicoke across from IKEA. Organize your home and simplify your life. The Diamond Company. Canadian-owned, Canada proud.
This Black Friday, if you're looking to really save on cell phones, TVs, electronics, and toys, visit FactoryDirect.ca. FactoryDirect.ca's Black Friday sale starts this Friday at 7 a.m. with more deals and lower prices than ever before. Brand name products like Apple, Samsung, LG, and Hoover, to name a few, up to 50% off. See the Black Friday flyer at FactoryDirect.ca and visit one of our 17 locations or order online for fast home delivery. FactoryDirect.ca. Big brands, real deals, serious savings.
Now, City News regional weather conditions for Kidney Car. Before your old vehicle spends the winter being the biggest snowman on the block, donate it to Kidney Car. You'll be funding research and services for kidney patients in Canada. Donate today at kidneycar.ca.
In downtown Toronto, it's foggy, 2 degrees. City News 680 is CFTR AM Toronto. It's 9 o'clock.
Toronto's
to celebrate the best in Canadian football. Education workers begin voting on whether to accept a tentative agreement with the province today. Union leaders have described the deal as falling short.
Just 2 days left of the Emergencies Act inquiry, which today will hear from the Deputy Prime Minister and senior staffers in the Prime Minister's office.
Well, the latest from the World Cup, Uruguay and South Korea are in action right now, plus so NHL or NBA, but it's all football for American Thanksgiving. Sports at 15. Wall Street's closed for American Thanksgiving. Global markets, though, getting a lift on the latest interest rate signals from the U.S. Central Bank. Business at 26.
City News Time 9:01.
Traffic and weather together on the ones brought to you by The Bay and the 680 Traffic Cruiser. Kyle Hawking.
Well, we still have just about as much fog as we did at 6 o'clock this morning, at least where I am off the 401 in North York. Pretty socked in here, so drive with care. And we've got a couple of issues to watch out for on the westbound 401. First volume west of Brock Street to Salem, then west of Nielsen Express. The right lane is blocked with a crash. It's slow just beyond that, approaching Markham Road to Avenue Express and Collectors, and 400 Express and Collectors to Dixon. And then still report of a crash on the west 401 west of Guelph Line. Unsure which lane is blocked, but it's heavy approaching Guelph Line to west of it. You can give us an update if you're going through that area at star 680. On the eastbound 401, busy east of Trafalgar Express to east of Mississauga Road, 427 to east of Keele Collectors to east of the Allen Express, from Leslie and the Collectors to the DVP ramp, and on the eastbound 407 east of Donald Cousins Parkway at Markham, 2 right lanes blocked with a crash. A minor delay. Just be careful through the fog with that collision. From the 680 Traffic Center, here's George Kerr.
Watch out on the eastbound 403 before Dundas. We have the left lane blocked off with the crash. So that's why it's jammed off the QEW, and then delays after that on the eastbound 403 from Winston Churchill to east of Mavis. On the eastbound QEW, it's slow over the Burlington Skyway, the third line, and watch out on the ramp to Royal Windsor in the left lane, though we have a full tire sitting here on the highway. It was originally reported near Trafalgar. It may have moved or it's here the whole time. Regardless, we've notified MTO. It's been there for a while now at this point if it's the same tire. And then eastbound on the QEW is slow through Mississauga Road, Colford to east of Dixie, and East Gardner slow into downtown from east of Kipling all the way through to Jarvis. Westbound on Lawrence approaching the DVP. We have a crash here. It's jammed up from Victoria Park, and Dufferin is closed north of the city from King Road to Davis Drive, all because of a collision. Black Friday is coming to the Bay. This Friday, stores open at 8 a.m., and the first 200 people will get a $20 gift card. Conditions apply. Next report, 9/11 with the forecast, Jill Taylor.
Well, the fog will gradually lift as we work through the rest of the morning, and it's a mild day. Right now, fog, 1 degree at Pearson, 2 with fog at City News. Our guaranteed high, 10. City News Time 9:03.
Happening now, poor visibility from heavy fog continues to make for a hazardous commute.
Our Carl Hanske's been out driving in it and joins us live with his take. Carl.
Yeah, Catherine, this fog is hanging around longer than annoying Uncle Frank at Christmas dinner. It's not too bad here downtown, but elsewhere across the GTA earlier this morning, from Brampton to Bolton, thick. Good to see the traffic lights. You didn't know whether to stop or go, and that was really foggy. Cecil drove along the 401 from Ajax.
In Scarborough, too, it's pretty heavy, because at one point I put on my four-way.
Put the four-ways on so other people could see you.
Exactly.
Jimmy also had his four-ways on coming down Highway 50 from north of Hockley Valley.
Couldn't see anything, probably about 10 feet in front of me on the highway. It got to the point where everyone was just pulled over on the side of the road.
Much of the GTA is under this fog advisory. There are warnings of near zero visibility in spots. Pearson Airport says the flow of arrivals has been reduced due to the fog. All passengers advised to check their flight status. Reporting live on the Weather Watch, Carl Hansky, City News.
City News Time 9:04. They are the oldest active professional sports team in North America, still using its original name. The Toronto Argonauts will be celebrated today at Maple Leaf Square after winning their 18th Grey Cup on Sunday, the most in CFL history. Our Kevin Meisner's there to set the scene, and he joins us live. Kevin.
Now, Paul, the most loyal and long-time of Argo fans are already here at Maple Leaf Square a couple of hours before the championship rally is even set to begin. They are decked out in their jerseys, they're waving flags. These are the Argonaut fans you hear long before you see. Amanda says it's absolutely amazing to see her double blue team win their 18th Grey Cup in such an edge-of-your-seat thriller of a game.
And just the last 2 minutes of that game when they blocked the field goal, I was like, whoa, I've never seen that happen. I'm excited. I can't wait to see the crowd today and go Argos.
The championship rally begins 11 o'clock this morning. A stage complete with Argos banners set up here in Maple Leaf Square. Ed wants to thank the Argos for giving him a great Avenue will be shut down at York. Drivers will want to avoid the area. Fans will want to take transit. In Maple Leaf Square, Kevin Meisner, City News.
City News time 9:06. Is it time to give in to having an artificial Christmas tree? For the 6th year in a row, there are reports of a Christmas tree shortage. But as we hear from our Mike Apple, it's one variety in particular that's the highest in demand.
So good luck finding a balsam fir. And if you do, get ready to pay for it. An easy Google search finds the Christmas tree shortage has been going on since circa 2016, all dating back to the 2008-09 financial crisis, where tree farmers weren't planting as many trees, which take on average 10 years to reach Christmas tree maturity. Combine that with extreme weather and poor growing conditions, labor shortages, and more buyers looking for a real tree, it's all driving up the cost. The Toronto Star reports tree prices have gone up and going forward continue to climb because the cost of producing the trees, fertilizer is up 25% this year. Transportation costs on the rise too. The balsam fir is the most popular variety because it has softer needles than the Colorado or blue spruce. Whichever variety of tree you choose, real or artificial, just remember, I find tinsel distracting. Mike Apple, City News.
City News time 9:07. Voting begins today for thousands of education workers on whether to accept a new contract with the province. Our Alex Bloomfield reports.
The 55,000 members of CUPE's Ontario School Board Council of Unions will have 12 days to give the thumbs up to a new deal with the province. Results to be announced December 6th. The 4-year tentative agreement includes an annual wage increase of $1 per hour each year, a concession from earlier demands. Union leaders have also openly expressed disappointment and frustration that the agreement doesn't come with new staffing level guarantees, despite recommending members approve the deal. It's leading to some speculation that members consisting of education assistants, ECEs, custodians, and other school staff could reject it. Alex Bloomfield, City News.
City News time 9:08. Just 2 days left in the Emergencies Act inquiry, which today we'll hear from the Deputy Prime Minister and senior staffers in the Prime Minister's office. Our Laura Carney reports. Finance Minister and Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland will be the first to take the witness stand today at the inquiry into the government's use of the Emergencies Act. Our Parliament Hill reporter Cormac McSweeney says Freeland will be able to provide two perspectives, that as second in command and as the Finance Minister.
As Deputy Prime Minister, Freeland should be able to give some insight into the thinking of the top levels of government, but more importantly, as Finance Minister, Freeland will be able to discuss the economic impact of the protests and the economic measures in the Emergencies Act.
The inquiry already heard close to $4 billion in trade activity was halted because of border blockades. 3 of the most senior staffers in the Prime Minister's office will also testify today and will likely face questions about the deliberations that went into invoking the Emergencies Act. The inquiry wraps tomorrow with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau testifying. Laura Carney, City News.
City News time 9:09.
I'm here with Bill Coy of Coy Brothers, and we're talking about Freaky Friday. Oh no, Bill, you and I are going to switch bodies.
That's a bit of a nightmare, but we were talking about Black Friday.
That's what I was going to say.
Cut that out. You'll scare off the customers. Black Friday's the best time to get great deals on our Toro snowblowers.
You guys always sell out fast, Bill.
We do, so don't miss out. Buy in store or online, either is fine.
Get your freak on and save on Toro snowblowers during Black Friday at Coy Brothers.
KOYBROS.com.
This is the sound of experiencing life's moments to the fullest. With Hear Canada, taking the first step to better hearing is simple. If you or people around you are starting to notice signs of hearing loss, there's no time like now. Simply book an appointment to evaluate your hearing. We'll recommend a hearing device that suits your lifestyle and be there to support you every step of the way. Hearing gets better from here, so book your evaluation today at hearcanada.com.
Coming up in 60 seconds, traffic and weather together on the ones, including eastbound 403 approaching Dundas, the left lane blocked with a collision.
City News time 9:10. Celebrating Canada Soccer, presented by Access Storage. Here's Alistair Johnston telling us about Canada Soccer's men's national team.
We try to embody you. We're a hard-working group. We're a group that has been overlooked for a long time, but we're extremely talented, extremely hard-working, and that we want to be a group that you guys can be proud to watch and feel like represent you in the best possible way.
Celebrating Canada Soccer, presented by Access Storage. Shop Canadian, store Canadian, cheer Canadian.
Black Friday is on now at Mark's. From November 24th to 30th, save up to 70% off in-store and online. Great savings with new offers on hikers, fleece jackets, and more. Visit Mark's in-store or at marks.com to shop and save.
Air Direct. Maybe you could finally replace that car button that says car speaker. Switch your car and home insurance and save. It's that simple. Bel Air Direct. Conditions apply.
City News Time 9:11.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Jordan Kerr.
This report is brought to you by Aaron Waxman and Associates. It's still really busy out there because of that fog and some issues on the go. So it's an update westbound on the 401. Problems west of Nielsen and the Express are gone. It's still heavy. Approaching the 412 to Salem, then west of Markham Road to Kennedy, and approaching Victoria Park to Avenue Road, and Mills Express and Collectors, then from Islington Express to Dixon. An update on that issue west of Guelph Line. Thanks for the traffic spotters calling in. The right shoulder is blocked off with a crash, so it's slow going approaching Guelph Line to west of it. On the southbound 400, it's heavy south of King Road to Rutherford, and south of Finch to the 401 ramp. Southbound 404 delays from south of Stouffville Road to 16th Avenue, then from Finch to south of Don Mills. On the northbound DVP, it's backed up approaching Eglinton, up onto the 404 to Shepherd. On the Toronto-bound QEW, it's slow over the Burlington Skyway to 3rd line, off and on, and then delays through Mississauga Road and Cosford to east of Dixie. Watch out on the east QEW ramp to Royal Windsor. In the left lane, there's a full tire, no rim, but full tire sitting on the roadway, so MTO's been advised. And eastbound Gardner slowing to downtown from east of Kipling all the way through to Jarvis. On the eastbound 403, approaching Dundas, the left lane's blocked up with a crash. It's jammed up from the QEW, really heavy, and then busy from Erin Mills off and on to east of Mavis. That's starting to break up because everyone's stuck behind the issue by Dundas. And southbound on the 410, slow going approaching Sandwood to Queen, and from Derry down to Courtney Park. Westbound 403 delays past the 407 to the QEW, and a lot of people slowing down because of that issue at Dundas on the eastbound side. In town, we have a crash at Islington north of Fairway, which is north of Dundas. Northbound's backed up from north of Dundas, southbound from Rathburn, and westbound Lawrence approaching the DVP. A crash here. It's backed up from Victoria Park. If your disability claim has been denied for any reason, call Aaron Waxman at 416-661-4878 or on your cell phone at pound LTD. Next report at 9:21 with the forecast, Jill Taylor.
Well, with this fog, of course, the temperature has not moved at all, and there may be some areas that are still below the freezing mark. So just a heads up, there could still be some icing, especially on sidewalks, bridges, some roadways as well. So just keep that in mind. But it is a mild day, or it will turn into a mild day, and pretty nice too. We will get some clearing before the clouds move back in. The guaranteed high 10, 5 for the low, 5 is the average high. And then tomorrow, cloudy, windy, so no worries about the fog tomorrow, but we'll have some showers. Friday morning, the high about 8. Right now, fog 1 at Pearson and at City News, our guaranteed high 10. City News Time 9:14.
Now the Dynamic Funds Market Minute.
Over to Mike Apple at the Business Center. Mike?
Hey, Catherine. Good morning. We're watching the markets move a little bit to the upside here as we're coming into the Thursday trade without the U.S. in operation today because of American Thanksgiving. The TSX is likely going to see some buying on the gold stocks because gold is up $12 at $17.72, but some selling on the oil stocks because oil is down 81 cents at $77.13. Canadian dollar at $74.90. That's steady. Exchange at $1.33.5. At the City News Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
Concerned about the risk of inflation? A financial advisor can help. See why advice matters. Now more than ever. Visit dynamic.ca/advice to learn more. Still ahead, our Simon Bennett on a night of action for both the Leafs and Raptors and an update from Day 5 at the World Cup.
City News Time 9:14.
Please up. It's time for your annual flu shot at Shoppers Drug Mart. Book today at shoppersdrugmart.ca/flu or through the PC Health app. Over 1,100 pharmacies across Canada. Subject to vaccine availability, limitations apply.
Amazon's got the best deals on Black Friday. The best deals are on Cyber Monday. Friday comes first when it comes to saving. Monday's worth the way to what you've been craving. Feels so good and feel like sleeping. Feel cool, that's the truth, you make it less appealing. Lost with the beef, you can get that too. Watch it all up, watch streaming news. Every day you're shopping on, you'll save a bunch at Amazon. Black Friday, Cyber Monday too.
Online betting is booming. Booyah! You could win big. But you could also lose. And that's a reality nobody's shouting about. Learn about online gambling risks and safer play at knowtherisks.ca. A message from the Responsible Gambling Council. Toronto's news. Now, this is City News 680. Everywhere.
This morning, then cloudy for the rest of the day in the GTA. City News guaranteed high 10. Good morning. I'm Paul Cook.
I'm Catherine Jette. Here are the top stories right now.
Cue the foghorn. Brutal visibility for drivers continuing to make for a slower than usual commute with much of the GTA still under a fog advisory. Anticipation building as the Emergencies Act inquiry now into its final 2 days. Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland set to testify today along with senior staffers from the Prime Minister's office. The highest profile witness of them all, Justin Trudeau, up tomorrow. And they've won more championships than any other Toronto professional sports team. And now 18-time Grey Cup champion Argonauts will be celebrated at a rally set for the lunch hour at Maple Leaf Square. Still ahead on City News 680.
The streets of New York are filled with holiday cheer and balloons stories tall for the 96th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Time now for sports.
From Sportsnet 590 The Fan, Simon Bennett.
Well, we start with another busy day of the World Cup. Happening now in Group H, Uruguay and South Korea still scoreless, 0-0. Just nearing the hour mark. We'll hear from the other two nations in that group at 11 o'clock. All the press about Cristiano Ronaldo leading Man United. Portugal faces Ghana. Then this afternoon, it's favorites Brazil taking on Serbia. One final for the morning. Switzerland over Cameroon 1-0. Could be a big day for Canadian tennis. Canada faces Germany in the Davis Cup quarterfinals. It's the first time these nations have faced